In this video, I discuss 10 of the wildest, weirdest, and most interesting theories about the Dream SMP I could find. Are they going to knock your socks off? Number 1 is pretty nuts, so be sure you're sticking around until the end to find out. Jokes. Greetings gamers and welcome back to Top 10 Gaming. I'm Connor Monroe and this is the Top 10 Scary Dream SMP Theories. Let's do it. Future Connor popping in just to say that we have a brand new gaming channel launching January 22nd. Viper Girl will be streaming everything from Minecraft, FNAF, Cyberpunk, and more. So be sure you check out that channel and this promo and then go subscribe right after this.
Oh my gosh, I almost died. I thought you were a cactus, my friend. I thought you were a cactus. We've got iron, baby. Yes. Okay, my main goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody. Bro, no, I'm gonna fight you with a pork chop. No, come here. This is awesome.
And at 10, Jay Schlatt's return. MatPat's theory about the possible resurrection of Jay Schlatt is kinda terrifying. MatPat suggests that perhaps the death of Jay Schlatt isn't permanent, and in fact he has 2 more lives remaining. Each character gets 3 deaths on the Dream SMP before being considered dead IRL. This means that they get 3 story deaths before they're considered permadead, and so far, Jay Schlatt has died twice, with 1 being story driven, the other just being because of a firework splash damage. After his funeral, another member of the SMP stole Jay Schlatt's remains and plans to resurrect him as a political puppet, but could this happen? I mean, he was running for power over L'Manberg and now Dream has sworn to destroy it, and as far as I'm aware, has. So perhaps this is more than just a theory. A game theory! I'm getting all the jokes in today. And at 9, zombie plague. With Jay Schlatt being dead, could he possibly become a zombie? MatPat did also make a separate theory about how Minecraft's air is full of a toxic zombie virus that we just have an immunity for. But what if that is in fact true on the Dream SMP universe, and since Jay Schlatt is dead, could he have possibly lost his immunity? And a zombie apocalypse could be on the horizon, full of the others who have died permanently, like Mexican Dream. Dream was in the game theory about the warden, so he has contributed to MatPat's Minecraft lore series. So maybe the second part of their collab was the introduction of that lore being present in the actual story of the Dream SMP. It's not that big of a leap. It's entirely plausible that they took the lore of the series and then adapted it into their storyline. This is partially scripted after all. They planned at least some of it. Hey guys, before we jump into number 8, I just wanted to remind you that only a small percentage of people who watch the videos are actually subscribed. So if you enjoy the video, subscribe. It's free and you can always unsubscribe later. Oh, and hit like if you want more Minecraft videos on the channel. Haha, more memes! And at 8, merge with Hermitcraft. The Hermitcraft crew and the Dream team have crossed paths in the past. It may not have been in something like an episode of Hermitcraft, but they have made contact during various Minecraft championships, a series of competitions where various teams fought for the most points by competing in several challenges, at least one of which had Dream face off against Green, or as Tubbo called him, Grime. Dream did know who Green is since he called out that Green was after them, but Green ended up wiping out Dream's whole team, which consisted of Dream, Fundy, and Tubbo. Green took them all out without the need for help from his teammates in the Littlewood, also known as Martin from the Yogscast, and Smallish Bean. I mean, Martin was already dead, but Green said instantly after killing Dream, quote, yes, the moment of my life! Obviously indicating that he knows who Dream is, and of course he would. Green is plugged into the Minecraft news scene, and anyone who gets that popular that quickly in a game you've been playing for 10 years will certainly catch your attention. So could they merge? While potentially not scary if they did, I think the worrying possibility is if they didn't. What if one of the 2 SMP series ends because the other one got more popular? Hermitcraft has been going on for 7 seasons, currently in its 7th, and it ended up totally eclipsing Minecraft and hardly anyone talks about it anymore. So could the same happen here? That scared me. And at 7, Herobrine. It's Herobrine! It's Herobrine! It's Herobrine! Herobrine is one of the most famous creepypastas in general, but especially in Minecraft. Getting so popular, he actually got put into the patch notes. Removed Herobrine is now in every Minecraft patch because of the popularity of this character. He started off as a creepypasta, yet ever since, people have been adding him into the games, via mods and even command blocks making an armor stand boss for you to fight. Is something like this coming to the Dream SMP server? They're obviously setting up some big battle, and the deaths are meaningful, the plot is meaningful, and it's all leading to something, but what? And what if it's not a zombie apocalypse, but the rise of Herobrine? He could resurrect the fallen players to fight on his side, and they would. I mean, I'm sure they're pissed about being, you know, dead, especially in an infinitely respawning world. There isn't much evidence to suggest that Herobrine is the one they'll fight, but hey, Dream has already fought Notch, so what's next? Herobrine. And at 6, corruption. What if corruption is slowly spreading around the world? What if the only safe location was the one you sought to destroy? What if you've already been taken over by this white-hot rage that you don't know the origins of? Could it be real? It very well might be real on the Dream SMP server. The possible corruption could come from anywhere. The nether, the overworld, that zombie virus could be something more infectious than just a rotting corpse recipe. It could be from the grass, but not mycelium though, because mycelium is the superior block. But maybe the mushrooms themselves have found something foul. It could explain the unnecessary violence, the anger, the desire to prove themselves. They're just infected with a desire to cleanse the world. They're basically the Among Us imposters, but in Minecraft. And not aliens. Halfway through at number 5, 2021. So far, 2021 has already been absolutely bonkers, with the invasion of Washington, D.C.'s Capitol building taking place only 6 days into the year. However, at the same time, so did the L'Manberg battle. On the 6th is when Technoblade streamed the battle, and L'Manberg was destroyed. Again. Coincidence? I mean, last year they also had a pretty messed up election at the same time that the US did. Could the events on the Dream SMP server be directly affecting the events in real life? I mean, things line up too well to be a coincidence, right? It couldn't be. Could it? I mean, if anything else were to happen in the series that paired up with real-world events at the same time, that would really help my theory, wouldn't it? I mean, it's entirely plausible. There is a universe out there where our lives are the Dream SMP server, and one where the events on Earth are directly impacted by those in Minecraft. Perhaps we're living in that universe. Screw making a different universe every time you choose a different breakfast cereal. Try living in a world where the effects of the Earth are chosen by the effects of Minecraft. And at 4, fake. It could all be fake. Sure, the story is scripted, we know that, but what if the whole thing is scripted? MatPat describes it as the Minecraft version of professional wrestling, where the main plot points are scripted out, but the points in between are still improvised. But what if it's not? What if all the stuff we watch is scripted? The whole series could just be one big lie, like the later episodes of Shadow of Israfel. Sure, they were commenting live and that was improvised, but they knew where they were going and what they were doing. If you haven't seen the original Yogscast Shadow of Israfel series, I suggest you do. It's incredible storytelling and plot, but they never finished it. Watch it after you've watched the million hours of Dream SMP crap. And at 3, the end of Dream. Could this series be Dream's way of quitting YouTube? Tommy Innit is in fact after Dream now, wanting revenge for the destruction of L'Manberg and the theft of the discs. So perhaps we could be seeing Dream's next canon death come in the future, and potentially one more down the line. Now, I'm not sure what happens when you're permadead in the Dream SMP. You could very well not be dead forever and end up getting resurrected, but you could also potentially have to stop uploading to your channel. Not really, but I mean, like, let's go with it for a second. This may sound extreme, but the same person who said you have 3 lives also said that you're considered dead IRL, meaning that you could just have to stop uploading since you are quote-unquote dead. Meaning if Dream wanted to stop being in the spotlight, then he could very well be using this as the way to stop uploading. Either that or dead IRL means they hire a hitman to kill you in real life if you die 3 times in the game. Talk about a manhunt, right? And 2, nightmare. The potential for an evil version of Dream to manifest is honestly not that far off. Zuma Void has evil Zuma in the Hermitcraft series, so it could be possible that Dream can do the same thing. Maybe the destruction of L'Manberg and whatever is to come down the line is him working towards becoming an evil version of himself, or maybe creating an evil doppelganger of Dream will be Tommy's way of getting revenge. It's honestly unknown what the plan is next. We know that Tommy wants to resurrect Wilbur's suit and needs Dream to do it, but what if he makes another Dream, one that morphs into an evil unknown to mankind? Could Tommy be the one to turn this Dream into a nightmare? Anything is possible at this point. Honestly, we could find out that they don't really need the nether because they all poop netherite, who knows? Finally, in at number 1, dream your dream. Dream a better dream. At least if there was a clone of Dream, we'd be able to keep our opinions about this sweet, wholesome being, right? Wrong, at least if this last theory is correct. What if Dream is becoming a dictator on the SMP server? I mean, it would explain why he literally bombed L'Manberg during the siege. He could be trying to secure power after Tommy and company created their own group and community. Dictators don't like it when people exercise their free will to defy them. So it could just be an attempt at reclamation of the land and the server that's really for him. It's for him and his friends. So maybe he's letting that go to his head. Some people are more convinced on this theory than others. Some think that this version is just gonna turn out to be Nightmare, and some think that it isn't really where the story is heading at all. For those of you who watch the Dream SMP, where do you think the story is heading next? Let me know in the comments below. Speaking of which, how about I read out some comments because it's been a while since I've done that. My scripts are just too damn long. Ephraim Hernandez said, bro, imagine if he actually does a face reveal in the future and he has 2 different colored eyes, one red, one green. Bro, that would be sick. Actually, yeah, that would be kind of sick. I kind of want a red eye. I mean, I have constant red eyes. based on anger, the desire to murder, and because of childhood pictures. But hey, the Tron Warrior said Connor looking sharp. I'm sorry, did you just call me skillful and delicious? Guilty as charged. Jack Frost, Santa Claus 3.
Did you just accuse me of being skillful and delicious? Oh, please. Guilty as charged, Frost.
Dream's grandpa said lol. Thanks for coming out here, Gramps. And Dr. Bright said, why is your voice so calming? Looking forward to part 2. I doubt there's gonna be a part 2 of that theory, or that video, because that was already a struggle. But hey, maybe this is counting as a part 2. I don't know. My voice is calming because I do ASMR on the side. Not really. That's all the time we have for today's video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I have been and shall remain Connor Monroe, and I'll see you in another video.